Embarrassing. But those are the two adjectives I used when I joined you at halftime on Saturday. Unbelievable. Ryan in Sacktown, the one and only Jerry Reynolds. Jerry, it's great to have you back with us. I mean, I don't know what else to say. That is just a pathetic display of basketball as the Kings are down 67-42 at the half.
Yeah, there's not one positive you can take from that half. Defensively, the team was totally ineffective. Offensively, I don't know what's happened to this team's offense because, I mean, they really just can't score, can't really get out in the open court. Who are these guys?
Jerry, the easy excuse would be, gee, De'Aaron Fox isn't playing. But that's not the case here. But I've been talking about this for a year now, and it's not going to help in the second half. Davion Mitchell is not a starting point guard. And I don't mean to put it all on him because that would not be fair. No one else is getting the job done. But when he's on the floor with the unit that starts, to me, this offense is so different. They don't get out and run. They had two fast break points on Saturday. I just think that this Kings team really lacks behind Fox. When he's not on the floor or he can't play, this Kings team has trouble.
Well, there's no doubt that Fox makes a whole heck of a lot of difference. But you're right. I mean, this you could have Jerry West and Oscar Robertson playing guard tonight, and it wouldn't.
Right.
But I've honestly just been so disappointed with everybody, and I think Domas is, he has just simply got to look for his offense a little bit.
It's been terrible.
I know he's trying to get guys going that can't get going, so create some things yourself. But then he and McGee both in foul trouble. It's just very disappointing. I just go back to the first game of the year, Utah. How could you have in any way predicted a half like this?
Yeah. Ryan, what's your thoughts?
You guys have summarized it pretty well by saying there's not much that they've done right. Nothing good to point to. And Grant, to your point about the pace, I mean, that's just offensively. Let's talk about defensively. They can't stay in front of the Rockets. 17 fouls resulting in 22 free throws in the first half. If you can't stay in front of the Rockets, how are you going to stay in front of the upper tier Western Conference teams?
It's very well said, Jerry. The defense, the Kings are not keeping anyone in front of them. I mean, it's ridiculous.
Yeah, it really is. And I mean, I want to give Coach Udoka a lot of credit here. This is a different team. I mean, they are playing hard. And on offense, it was a very selfish team last year. They really are looking for one another. So, that doesn't really excuse the Kings, like you say. I mean, and I think you watch on defense, I mean, the Rockets are just letting the Kings move the ball around the perimeter. It's like, just pass it around, but they're getting no penetration, no creating, no foul opportunities to speak of. So, I don't know what Mike Brown's going to say, but better make up something pretty quick.
Jerry, you've been in the locker room before when things are not going well. There's only so much a coach can say.
Yeah, I mean, you can't play the game for him. I mean, you can point out, and I'm sure he is, that's like Ryan said. I mean, defensively, I mean, you've got to put up a lot more force than they are. And offensively, for goodness sakes, try to penetrate the ball, the basket a little bit. I mean, Malik Monk was able to do it a little, but that's about it. You're not going to beat Houston, shooting off balance threes with the clock running down.
37% for the Kings shooting. They were 6 of 21 from downtown. Again, only 9 assists, 7 turnovers. I mean, the stats are so ugly, and whereas the stats for Houston are just the opposite. I mean, they got tremendous production from Green. They got double figures from Jabari Smith. They got good production, pretty much up and down the roster. I guess the question I have for you, Ryan, is this game over already at half, down 67-42? We've seen the Kings with very good comebacks, but those comebacks were with De'Aaron Fox on the floor, who's capable of, exploding for 20 points and a half. I don't see it happening right now with this team.
I'm not ready to say the game's over because the Kings have shot the three ball so poorly, and we know that's a strength that can come on in heaps, but I don't know the Rockets keep up a 64% three-point shooting percentage the second half. If those two balance out and the Kings are able to penetrate, like Jerry said, who knows? It could be up for grabs.
Yeah,
Well,
Jerry, what
yeah,
do you
the
think?
Kings. Well, yeah, the Kings have got to come out, I think, to have a chance to win the game. They're going to have to get on a run to start the third quarter. I mean, they've really got to chop into the lead 8 or 10 points in the first 4 or 5 minutes. If they don't, it's just not enough time. So a lot of, but as Ryan said, I mean, we've seen the NBA long enough, and I remember when the coach of the Houston Rockets was with the Kings and the Kings were down 35 points in Chicago in the third quarter, and
Yep,
he he was part of the comeback. So
that's right.
after that, I always say never, but that's stretching my imagination. I'll say that.
That fourth quarter, I'll never forget that fourth quarter by Tyreek Evans and the way he played. I mean, it was that was some scene, Jerry, in that middle of the third quarter, down 35. And Ryan, just to let you know, I asked Jerry coming out of a timeout when the Kings were down 35. I said, if you're Paul Westphal, what do you say to the team right now? And he said, guys, don't even look at the scoreboard. We're not playing the scoreboard right now. You just go out and play. And after the game, Paul was asked, what did you tell your team when you're down 35? And he said, I told them, don't worry about the score. Don't look at the scoreboard. Just play. Seriously.
Yeah, well, that's really exactly all you can do and should do is go just play the game and forget this. And you can, I always say you can check it out about 3 or 4 minutes ago and see where you are.
Unbelievable. All right, give us the final score, folks. What do you think this final score is going to be? The other night, I got it wrong. I had the Kings winning at halftime. I don't see any way the Kings win this game tonight. I just don't. I don't know if the Rockets are going to score at the pace that Ryan just said. So I'm going to say the Rockets win this game 125-91. Now, remember, the Kings did not score 90 on Saturday. I got them scoring 90 in this game, but only 91. I don't see this team right now having enough resolve. I don't see them having enough offense. Even if they make threes, Houston would have to fall flat on their face not to win this game. So I think the Rockets win this game. What do you think, Ryan?
Yeah, I'm going Rockets 122, Sacramento 99.
Yeah. Jerry, you going to watch the whole game, or you going to turn on a football game?
Well, I'm thinking about it, but I'll give them the third quarter. They better show me something because I kind of think it's about 118-94. About where I'd have it, unless I, like I say, the first 6 minutes of the third quarter are going to mean an awfully lot.
Did any of us think that here we are in the first week of November and we could possibly be talking about a Sacramento Kings offense, even without Fox, scoring less than 90 in one game against the Rockets and maybe again? I mean, I would have said there's no chance, even without Fox, that this team would not at least reach the century mark. They're going to have a hell of a half to reach the century mark here tonight.
Well, and we tend to forget. I mean, Fox didn't play several games last year, and the team offensively, was outstanding.
That's a good point.
It doesn't take away from Fox's greatness, but they didn't. It was nothing like this.
Jerry, how much is this team missing Trey Lyles?
I think a good bit. I really do, because it gives Coach Brown another consistent, another 3-point shooter, another big body, another guy who plays kind of within his skill levels. So, I think, that they need him back. I don't think there's any doubt.
They say they need you and me, Jerry, to be calling this game to make it entertaining. I don't even think you and I could make this game entertaining, Jerry.
This be a challenge. This would be a challenge. I mean, you'd have to really step out there,
But I would also say this, Ryan, there are very few people walking this planet that have more experience calling bad games than me and Jerry. Okay, we're right up there. It might be Ralph Lawler and Bill Walton, but other than that, I think Jerry and I are right there with anybody.
And throw coaching in there too, poor guy.
Oh yeah, I mean, I know this scene.
No offense to you, Jer.
No, I don't take it that way. I mean, it is what it is. I mean, that's part of the league, and you've got to fight through it. And certainly, whether you're a coach or a broadcaster, you got to find some reason to entertain if you can and to keep people watching the game. This will be a real challenge, Napes. I think this
Oh.
would have taken us to new levels.
Hey, Jerry, I appreciate you joining us here at the half. Jerry, just so you know, in case there's an incredible comeback, I'm going to send you a link for the post-game show since it's still way before your bedtime. You are more than welcome to come on with us if there's a miracle here in the second half. You're more than welcome to come on anytime you want, but I'm extending that invitation to you.
You do know there's no chance in hell that I'm going to do that. I've been a front runner too long. I'm not gonna. So you guys have all the fun you can with that.
We'll have all the fun. You take care, and we'll chat with you on Wednesday. All right.
All right.
Oh my God.
You're the best, Jerry.
He is the best, huh? Oh my
He's
God. Hey,
Oh my
he's the only
goodness.
one that can make us laugh after that half, right?
Exactly. That's why everybody tunes into. If you don't like that, tell a friend if you haven't already. You're not going to get content like that anywhere else.
By the way, we should also let everyone on the stream know that on Wednesday, after your pregame show, we are going to be doing a watch party on Pro Sports Fans. It's an app. You just download it on your phone, Pro Sports Fans, and you can follow along with us. Ryan and I will be watching the game. So, and then we'll be on at halftime right here with Jerry.
Yep.
And then we'll be on right here post game. But while the game's going on, we'll have a watch party. Just go to Pro Sports Fans, Ryan. I'm looking forward to that.
Yeah, it should be a lot of fun. It's available in the Apple Store and also Google Play. Easy to sign up. Choose the Kings as one of your teams, and you can join the party.
All right, 67-42. I just don't see any way the Kings are going to make up a 25-point deficit without De'Aaron Fox. I just don't see it. I hope I'm wrong, but I don't see it.
Yeah, I hope you're wrong as well, but the path is very difficult to get there at this point. I mean, the Rockets would have to lose the game as much as the Kings would have to come out and grab it.
All right, buddy, you try to enjoy the second half, and we'll see you back here in about an hour.
Well, I can always rewatch the halftime show.
Yeah, you
That'll
could.
make me laugh again.
Yeah, you can watch that. You can watch it maybe 6 times, okay, over and over and over again while the second half's going on.
Perfect. Sounds good,
All right.
James.
See you, buddy.
Bye.
All right. We really appreciate each and every one of you joining us. If you have not yet subscribed, please subscribe. Also, hit the like button. I mean, you got to like Jerry, right? Even if you don't like me and you don't like Ryan, you got to love Jerry. So give us a thumbs up. We'd greatly appreciate it. We'll see you right back here after the game. But the Kings have a lot of work to do, down 67-42. Thanks, everybody.